Welcome to the Sons of Valley podcast, the China preview brought to you by Fan Duel, our sponsor for the entire Valley. We ready? Are we ready to dominate in China?
I had a little echo there, but it was kind of nice to hear you twice. Not gonna lie. But we got it.
Anyway,
fixed.
people.
Shout out to our sponsor, FanDuel.
Yes, FanDuel.
Oh, well, the boys are in China.
The boys are back in town.
I don't think China
Something like that,
constitutes town, but
they're in a town.
Do you watch any of the interviews?
No, I didn't get a chance to watch all of them. I've seen some clips, but not everything.
So
I like this picture. I like that picture of them in China, though. That looks clean, my guy.
Yeah. You know, fun to see a team picture over there. This, it's probably beautiful over there. I'm sure they're having fun. Long trip,
for sure,
dude.
beautiful.
Long trip. Like I would never want to do a plane ride like that. But I'm just glad they're safe. Something kind of washed over me when I saw that they landed. I was like, whew. I didn't even know I was worried about their plane, but I guess we just, don't even think about that aspect of it. Like, worried about the boys. They're traveling halfway across the world, but they made it. Oh.
Lufa Horseman. Tell me which way I need to go. Go ahead. But tell me which way I need to lean before I'm in the middle of the frame.
I think it would be to your left.
This way?
Yeah, but it looks good now. Thank you, Lufa, for becoming a new horseman. And just...
Horseman!
But then also, if you guys have noticed, YouTube just fixed it. So now, if you want to get a membership to a YouTube channel that you watch, you can actually do it from your phone. Remember, it was always one of those things where you had to be on a desktop. Now you can get it done on your phone. So we appreciate it, Lufa.
Hey.
You must have been able to do that.
Not off topic, but you know what I'm noticing right now? I am freshly shaven. And so the green reflection off of my head is green screening.
It'd be doing that to me too.
Oh man, that's nuts. That's nuts. So anyway, back to China. How's it going over there? What are they saying? How are the festivities for our team in China?
It hasn't been much. I mean, I watched Jordan Ott or Coach Yost. Coach Yost. His interview was under 2 minutes. It's like
would be in and out.
He was chill to answer questions. They asked him one question. He answered it. And then they go, anything else? Nope. Thank you, Coach Ott. He looked and he goes, that was easy, and walked off. But yeah, it seems like the only question they want to ask is questions about how do you enjoy being in China? Like, what does it mean to you to play in front of these fans? Stuff like questions they want to get to put out to Chinese media and.
Yeah. So
it's like questions coming straight from Xi Jinping himself. Okay, this is about boosting the image of China. All right, but I don't know nothing about all that.
Do we know anything about injury reports? Is it all hands on deck in China, or are we going to have another Jaylen Green? Do we know anything about that yet?
I heard
Did they answer any questions
play.
like that?
I heard he was going to play.
Oh, good. I'm excited for that.
But that was a rumor. That wasn't anything official. So I wouldn't put any money on it.
I would hope if you're going to China, you'd put your best players on the floor just for a little bit, just to have that sort of, showcase. For the people there.
I don't give a damn about China in this situation. We need Jaylen Green on the floor getting some chemistry with the boys. Plus, it'd be nice since we just got to watch KD on the Rockets. Did you see any of that last night?
No. How did that look?
That's why I keep the hat on, Mike. It's just too bright. It's too bright, man. I got vitiligo. That's what I should start telling people. I got that Michael Jackson thing, man. Don't judge. Vision says, did y'all see the whack-ass GM survey? Please tell. No,
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, you tell.
Yeah, they did their like top 5 shooting guards. GMs voted on it, and Booker wasn't even close to the top 5, and didn't even make it to like top 5 point guard. But I mean, that makes sense. But Anthony Edwards, Donovan Mitchell, Luka, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and Stephen Curry. Those are the top 5 shooting guards. Now, some of those guys can be point guards, so that just makes zero sense to me. But that's what voted in GMs.
Sorry. Did you say Steph Curry?
Yes. You know what I'm saying? That makes no sense.
Who else was on that list?
Anthony Edwards, Donovan Mitchell, Luka Doncic, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and Stephen Curry.
Dude, Luka's a 1. What are we doing?
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know how that list works out.
Maybe it. I don't even think that would make sense. I was gonna say maybe it's like the literal interpretation of the word shooting guard, guards that shoot sometimes. But no, I mean, Anthony Edwards. I don't think you'd put him up that high at just pure shooting.
Well, he was number 1.
Hey, Dot,
he was number 1.
You know what? Hey, Dot. Let's be honest. Booker played like trash the past 3 seasons. I wouldn't go that far. I think
trash is a stretch.
Too strong and too long.
20 plus.
Yeah.
Like, let's just relax a little bit. It is at the end of the day, it's what it is. It is what it is. It's just disrespect. The Suns aren't on the forefront of anybody's mind. There's no stars there to, GMs. They're not going to think about it. So
I'd rather he be getting disrespected by the national media than being slurped, or just in general. Doesn't have to be national media if it's GMs or whatever. Good. That'll help him. That's fuel to the fire.
Absolutely. I'm just trying to think, like, if we went shooting guards, because, like, I see Curry as a point. I see Shea as a point. I see Luka as a point, even though it kind of goes both ways with Luka, but Luka's Luka. But I am really trying to think, like, is Booker really a top 5 shooting guard in the league? If you start going down the list, like, it's close. You know what I mean? I don't think it's complete disrespect, but the fact that he was nowhere close.
Well, you got to put Bradley Beal up there somewhere in the top 5.
Oh yeah, you got to put Bradley Beal ahead of Booker. I forgot about that. You're true.
So
that's true. Absolutely,
gets pushed
Bradley
out
Beal. You think about it, I'm trying to think of like a list of players, bro. Like, let me just pull up a list of shooting guards here.
Please do it while I shout out the chat.
You do that.
We got Haydot in the house talking mad disrespect on your boy Book. We got Asahi Yamato. We got Michael McEwen, Lufa, of course, Daniel Barry, Mike from Mesa. We got Jen in the house, Daniel Barry Sports Highlights, Cordy up in here. B47 says Sun's Bald Podcast. It's the Bald Cast. Michael says Booker slept on the plane. I'd love to see some video of that. Could be fun if they pulled some pranks on him. Vision in the house. Sorry if I left anyone out. I'm trying to see. Chad Wellington was up in here.
By listed,
Inferno.
We're going by listed shooting guards. I'm just looking here. Ant Edwards, Booker, Levine, Paul George, no. Bane, Suggs, Donovan Mitchell, sure. Jordan Poole, you putting Jordan Poole over Booker. You putting RJ Barrett over Booker. Tyler Hero over Booker. Jaylen Green over Booker. Giddey over Booker.
Jaylen Green could be because of defense.
Harden over Booker.
No.
Caldwell Pope, you're not doing. CJ McCollum, you're not taking. Alexander Walker, no. Reeves, Klay Thompson, Steven Chenzo, Reed Shepard. I'm just going through this list. And, Josh, like Buddy Hield. You know what I mean? Like, you're going through this list, and if we're just talking about shooting guards in general, Booker could definitely be a top 5 shooting guard if we're going by that metric of just shooting guard.
He's
Just
probably
looking
top
through those
3.
names. Just going through those names, dude.
If you decide to say,
but now if you want to combine
Luka's
like all the guards,
no,
now if you want to combine them all, then sure, he's not going to be top 5. But if we're talking just shooting guards, that position, like the 6'6", 6'5" shooting guard playing in that position, the 2, like he's for sure top 5. It's not even close. Sorry. But if you want to start mixing Steph Curry and everybody else into it and Luka, and then he wouldn't be top 5. Crazy.
Guys, help us out, please. If you haven't yet, hit that like button. We'll do a like goal. We'll see where we're at. Should have some free members, but we might just wait until this morning stream.
Oh my gosh, bro.
So right when this stream ends, we're going to go for a while here, but when this stream does end, I'm going to slam. I got 3 pieces of pizza waiting with me name on it. I'm slamming them. And then I'm going to take some CBD sleep gummies. That concoction, the cheese, the sauce, it's going to slosh around.
It's gonna CBD gummies.
It's going to work like a cocktail that's going to knock me out. And then I'm going to wake up. I want to wake up before the game so I can edit a video me and Gary did. And, but I want to sleep. I didn't get a lot of great sleep last night. So
yeah, you were supposed to stay up, but now you're changing the tone.
No, I'm definitely not staying up. I'm going to get a nap.
I definitely appreciate the tone changing.
But we will be ready for that game, you guys. So I already posted.
I'll be up.
Yeah.
I mean, I know for sure.
You'll be awake. So. You'll be like in a suit and tie, sipping on hot tea. Like you'll have been up. You'll have already mowed the lawn.
I made it yesterday, but yeah. We'd eat.
You'll have already packed your kids' lunches.
That's true.
All of that.
But gosh, I can't believe the games are so early. It's going to be a lot of fun. What do you hope to see? Let's just move on to the game and stop talking about all this stuff. What do you hope to see this game?
I've got some topics.
Let's hear them. Let's hear the topics.
All right.
Of the game of the day.
So let's go with your topic first. You said, "What do I want to see?"
Yeah. What do you want to see in this game?
Green
like,
play.
Are you hoping to see? Okay. Yeah. That's number 1 on my list for sure.
I want Common Malawach to play more.
That's up there too.
I don't like the way this is trending, bro. It's fine. It's fine. I'm being greedy when I say I don't like the way it's trending. I want man Now. Nobody clipped that.
You want man now. You want man now. Mark Will. I would hope to see Mark Will. Maybe he ain't playing. Okay,
but he did confirm that he will play. He will be ready. Okay, somebody, am I wrong in the chat, or did he say he was going to play game 1 of the regular season? He said this is all planned. We're good. I'm playing. I'll be ready. He's like, I will be ready. So if he's start man. What are we doing? What are we doing?
What they're doing is they're giving Oso some good minutes because they want to see Oso, bro. Because Oso
are they gonna play Oso at the 5 this season? Are they really?
They might with the way he's been playing and the way he can connect and his underrated ball handling and the way he can pass. Yeah, they probably will play him. Now the fact that he can't shoot's atrocious, but they're not going to expect him to shoot. They're going to expect him to make right passes and connect. So yeah, I could see him getting a lot of playing time in certain situations. Small ball 5, yeah, that's my guy.
Small ball insinuates, maybe it doesn't. To me, I always think of small ball means you can shoot.
I mean small ball. It means if the other team goes small and they do have to do the shoot. Oh, I think Oso could defend a stretch 4 just fine, and he could connect and find the guys just fine. So yeah, I mean for sure, And people keep Joker just said it. They should put Oso at the 4. That's not going to happen because Oso's not a shooter. He can't stretch the floor enough to be a 4, and that's the issue with Oso.
Now,
I would love Oso to be a 4. Listen to me. I would love Oso to be a 4 for sure. He's got the athleticism for it. He's got the size for it. Bro just cannot shoot.
It's the worst jumper you've ever seen.
Oh my god!
It looks like something out of a horror film. If I was
the
walking
worst jumper
through
and the worst floater.
If I was walking through a dark alley and I saw Oso's jumper silhouette, it would give me a terrible fright. And I would turn and run the other way. Oso's jumper belongs in a haunted house. Okay,
who was that center that we got 2 seasons ago from Portland that we signed that we were so excited about?
Wreath.
No. I do Wreath, the white dude.
We used to have him.
Who's the white dude that we were excited about? Oh my gosh,
Nurk Daddy.
Not Nurk, the other kidding. Guy.
Are you talking about your boy? Do you?
Eubanks. Do you? Oh, if Do you makes Oso look like a more atrocious shooter, there's something wrong with his shot, bro. There's absolutely something wrong with his shot.
Do you's jumper looks like Steph Curry compared to Oso.
Exactly. And that's my point I'm trying to make, bro.
So it's confusing because it's like, well, I've seen players that play like Oso, play 4. Yeah, he could play the 4. There is a world in which he could play the 4. If the 5 wasn't equally a non 3-point threat. You can't have 2 dudes in the modern NBA out there at the same time. So if we go and we trade for, which I don't think is going to happen, I would personally love it because I'm a stan. If we go and there's any sort of legs to the idea that we're going to trade for Lauri Markkanen, you could easily start Lauri Markkanen at the 5, and you could start Oso at the 4. That works. Markkanen is out on the perimeter. Oso is the paint guy. Oso's passing, hell, Oso's setting Lauri Markkanen up with easy assists. Then it works.
The problem is Markkanen is in Utah, and Utah do not let go of their Lauri Markkanen.
No. It's official. They're shopping him.
Official. They're trying to move him.
And the Suns are one of the teams that at least our fan base, everybody's starting to
I would love for that to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. We don't have the assets for that. But regardless, Oso not playing the 4. He's going to play a 5 because he just doesn't have the shooting ability to play a 4. So yes, we're not gonna. I don't know if we'll see a lot of man, bro. I think we're gonna see a lot of Oso and Richards again. But I do want to see man, bro. I do. I need to see man with some minutes, with some people who are going to play this season, right? Like you want to see how he plays with dudes that he's gonna play with during the season. You don't want to see him playing with the G Leaguers. You know what I mean? Again in the 4th quarter. I just don't want to see that, but. We'll see. I don't know how the rotations are going to go. We don't have any clue.
I'm just mad.
Oh, why? I get why you're mad because you want to see man. Because you want to see your rookie and you want to see him do amazing things and you're itching. You're just scratching yourself like,
I know what I'm getting from
man minutes.
No.
You got any more than man minutes?
It's more than that. It is more. That is part of it. That's 40% of it. 60% of it, if you think about it, bro, why do we need to give Nick Richards preseason minutes, bro? We know what we get from Nicky Rich.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that at all.
We get a solid ass backup, bro.
Best point you've made so far.
What are we doing out here? Are we developing him?
It's the best.
He is what he is.
Point you've made so far.
This is the time in NFL. They don't play the solidified players that are rotational players. They put the guys that maybe could make the roster out there to get a look. This is the time to get a look at Common. I don't want to throw Common into the NBA when it matters first. First, I'd like him to adjust to that speed in preseason. Like a lot of NFL players, I was listening to Matt Rule talk about special teams. He goes, special teams is a good opportunity for the younger players, the inexperienced players, to get used to game speed. So we throw them out on special teams. Historically, you use them on special teams so they can get used to hitting, get used to the speed of things, and then you introduce them to more plays on either side of the ball. This is special teams time. This is the time to have him out there.
This is also figuring out rotations time. And if Common's not going to play, you know what I mean?
I'm not saying put him out there and let him
if he's not going to be in the
dictate what happens.
Rotations, then Richards is going to play. But I'm not going to disagree. That's the best point you've made. Like, you know what you're going to get from Richards. So play Malawash and let him get some reps. You don't need to let the man get reps. But at the end of the day,
let him get reps with Oso. Hey, Common, since we all want you to be the next Porzingis, stand out there. You be the floor spreader. Oso's inside. That actually works in theory until or if Malawach proves he can't shoot. As of right now, while we're all gaslighting ourselves into him being a shooter, it works.
In theory, yes.
So whoever it is that's been spamming on every channel, who was it that said that you read the comment of Oso at the 4? Who's the one that suggested Oso at the 4?
It's Inferno was the first person to say it.
Was it? Because I think it's Inferno.
Inferno's not the one who's been spamming, I don't think.
Well, no. I don't mean spamming like in ours, but I mean I've seen that man in every other channel saying, Oso at the 4? Oso at the 4? And it's like, I get it. You want somebody to contemplate this, but it works with Malawach, hypothetically.
Hypothetically, until it doesn't.
Right.
But what else are you hoping to see? You said man. What about Fleming? What are you hoping? You want to see Fleming minutes, or you kind of just let that ship sail and said, you know what, he needs some work. I don't really care too much. How do you feel about Fleming? And then Brea also. I want to. That's who I want to see. I want to see the Brea minutes because I believe that Brea could be the one rookie that will have some impact this season because of his shooting ability. We've said this, and I'll give you credit for that. You're the one who said it, and I'll back you up on that. I do want to see some Brea. But what about Fleming also?
To me, Fleming more than Brea, because Brea, I feel like I know what I'm getting. But with Fleming, dude, I feel like we barely see him play. I mean, I just
get a lot
feel
of
like I've
summer
seen,
league minutes either.
Yeah. I feel like he needs just as much, if not more. Like Inferno says, I don't know why O'Neal is playing power forward.
Because we don't have one. It's either him or Nigel Hayes Davis. You pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we don't. It's either him or Nigel Hayes Davis. That's who you're going to be playing at power forward for the most part during the season because Fleming's not ready yet.
I want Nigel Hayes out there,
or Brooks at 4, small forward, or Dunn. Like that's really going to be your 4-4s.
Truly, I'm ready for Les Booker.
In the preseason? Yeah.
Although I know he needs to kind of get adjusted to what his new role. The thing is, if you think about it, man, they actually all need to play. I get it. I'm going to go ahead and just throw away everything I said. I'm actually an idiot, okay? Because they all have to get these minutes and reps, and you know why.
Yeah. Because people got to handle the ball. We talked about this.
No.
The ball carrier by the what? No, why? Why do I know why?
New Jordan offense. They got to get used to this new system.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got used to the new system.
So that's why he's going to go ahead and play them regular minutes.
Yes.
I think that's why he's doing
that. Yeah, we're on the same page. But the point I was going to make was we talked that I think they all got to play because of what we said in our last video where it's like a ball handler by committee thing where it's not just going to be point Book. It's going to be point Book, point Green, point whoever's got the ball in their hand, point Gillespie, point Goodwin, point Grayson, point whoever, right? And they're all gonna have to get used to that system. So point Butler. I thought Jared Butler impressed us also a little bit. He looked good.
Butts.
Yeah. So it's just I think everybody's going to play their minutes because
Ishbia basically said Jimmy Butler, Best I can do is Jared Butler.
It's Jared Butler. We got Jimmy Butler at home. Okay.
Burner says, are we getting Chinese president, chairman of the CCP, Xi Jinping on stream tomorrow? We are. He will be there.
That's news to me.
What if we did like a fake call-in and just had somebody doing Chinese voice? That wouldn't go over well.
Burner, can we stop? Okay, can we stop? Burner's comment is off the wall. Also,
it's not awful.
To do that.
It's not
off the wall.
Okay. It is off the wall.
Will says, y'all ready to start Butler already? No, we're not ready to start Butler. Okay, we're saying that. What we said in our last video, if you have watched it, thank you. If not, kindly watch it. I brought the point where it was like, it seemed like we thought we were going to get point Booker, and it ended up not being just point Booker. It ended up being like every guard had a chance to handle the ball and do something. And so I was just mentioning Butler in the group of people because Butler did have some good plays with Nick Richards on the court, him and Gillespie. And so it seems like they're kind of going on this whole ball carrier, not ball carrier, a ball handler group thing. Like every guard's gonna have a chance to run the offense or at least start a set, or everybody's gonna know what to do. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be interesting to see. But we're not ready to start Butler, not at all. I mean, I think I'd call for Gillespie to start before Butler.
Absolutely, 100%. But if he can work his way up, great. We need people. There's flexibility.
You need your Butlers. Yeah, you need your Butlers and your Jordan Goodwins and your Nigel Hayes-Davis.
Step up. Someone step up and wrangle these minutes away from the other guys and really earn it.
And if he does it and does it well, I will welcome that. We need that on this team.
Yeah. Because, when Book is out and Green is in, it's going to be nice to have somebody else running points, setting Green up, just like I want people setting Book up to score. I think that person will more
likely be Colin Gillespie.
I know you know this, so I won't say do you realize, but are you excited for the highlight reel dunks that we're going to see this season from Green? I mean, we haven't had a player like him, I would say maybe since, like a jumper like him since, I want to say, another Green, Gerald Green.
Am I excited to see it? Yes, but I'm more so excited to just see a player that can attack the basket and give us rim pressure, along with the big men that we have that'll give us rim pressure.
It will be nice.
That's what I'm more so excited about.
Because like Beal was supposed to be the rim pressure guy, and he could do it. He was more rim pressure than others.
If his ankles didn't,
but he was always hurt. So not only was he missing so much time, which took away from us having a rim pressure player to the offense, but also it lost a little bit of a step. That burst was kind of gone. It's gonna be nice, man, and it can open up things. It's just, it's gonna be such a focal point, night in, night out, starting with early in the morning here. If we see him play, is like, I think we're going to be overanalyzing, overreacting to everything he does for a while. Not just you and I,
Green?
Everyone. Yeah.
Yeah,
because he's the catalyst, bro. He's the key. He's the biggest return that you got in that trade. We traded him straight up essentially for KD.
Mm-hmm.
In a way. I mean, we got Dylan.
Well, I'm glad you brought this up because this is actually will help. I think we should do this for the next one. My idea that I was telling you about where I wanted to do like individual videos, I think we could just make a whole podcast out of it. The top intriguing players on this team, not top best, but the top intriguing. And Jaylen Green would be, I think, one of the top players on the list for what you just said, as far as like people are going to want to see him and they're going to be watching him with a close eye, a magnifying glass, because he was traded for. That was like the big piece of that trade. And so there's going to be a lot of eyes on him for sure, just for that reason alone.
Right.
And in the moment that he gets inconsistent, the people are going to be up in arms. They're going to be, oh my gosh, why did we trade for this guy? We knew he was inconsistent. Like, I can't wait for that to happen. I can't wait for the, who are the dudes in the chat that always go ham? The Pac-Mans and the
You banned Pac-Man ages ago.
and Iverson, bro. No, Pac-Man came back, bro. Pac-Man was back during the preseason game. He was back during the preseason game. And listen to me. He was already at it. It didn't even take a quarter. I was like, bro, it's preseason. Relax. But he was in mid-season form already.
See here. So, Haydot said, Goodwin, LOL. You talk about Jordan because ain't no laughing about Archie. Archie ain't no laughing matter. All right? I'll defend Archie Goodwin till the day I die. Somebody said, Alex says, Bledsoe could jump, right? Not like Jaylen Green. Bledsoe was a jumper, don't get me wrong. Until he got to the Suns and promptly tore his meniscus. Had it scrapped so he could come back sooner. Lost his jumping ability a little bit, bro. Not gonna lie.
That's the one thing that does scare me about players like that, bro. Like the moment something like that happens, like
at least he's baby boy young, man. He's so
that's
young.
true, but knock on wood. But the moment athleticism goes for those guys, they kind of wash out. And
speaking of age,
I don't want that to happen.
Without looking, who do you think the oldest player on the roster is?
The oldest player on this roster? I think we talked about this. I think it's Royce O'Neal or Dylan Brooks.
It's Royce. How old do you think he is?
Royce is 30. Well, if Katie's 37, Royce isn't that far behind. So I think he's about 34, 35. 33 then. Older? Or is he the same age as
He's
Brooks
only
at 31?
32, bro.
31, 32? Okay.
That's
as then Brooks is 31, and then Booker's up there.
That's not that old. This is a very young team.
We made that point after the draft. We went from being the oldest to one of the youngest teams immediately. Drafting a 19-year-old, a 21-year-old, and a 23-year-old doesn't hurt. Now, all the signings that you made throughout the season, I can't, whatever. But either way, you still signed a bunch of 20-year-olds. You didn't sign anybody over the age of 30 this offseason. So, yeah, like this team went from being one of the oldest to one of the youngest real quick. Exciting times, man.
Inferno said Dylan is 29, just like Book.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dylan's 29, Book's 29, Gillespie's 26 or 27. I think. Green's 22, 23. Malawatch is 19, 20 years old. Fleming, 20, 21. Brea, 23. Then you just go down the list. It's pretty cool how we got significantly younger. And it makes it exciting. Like, yes, these dudes got to develop, but you also know that they're going to be young and they can give effort. And that's all you need. Because Davis is 30. So, like, again, we didn't sign anybody crazy old,
Nobody. And that's why I hear people saying that they don't want Lauri Markkanen. Not a lot of people, but I've seen people on Twitter. I think I need to do I think I definitely need to do a poll on that. But see, like, I don't know how much I'm going to trust this poll. No offense, people in the chat. But I don't know how much you guys really have watched and paid attention to Lauri Markkanen as a player. I'm not even going to do the poll. They don't know who Lauri Markkanen is. They don't know. And what it would take to get him would be something contractually like Jaylen Green, and ain't nobody having that conversation right now. No. I would have that conversation, but I'd be the only one. I'd be debating a wall.
I just hate that. I hate when bottom feeder teams like that. Yes, Utah, you're a bottom feeder team. I hate when bottom feeder teams do that. Like, we need this player. No, for what or for who? You ain't trying to win.
I mean, we are though. We are trying to win because of Matt Ishbia, who wants to have his cake and gobble it too, bro. And he's 28, which is the same age range as Book. He fits on that timeline.
All I'm telling Utah is like, you're not trying to win. Obviously, you're trying to get them draft picks up. We'll give you what we got left and these contracts for you to just give away.
But you gotta beat other people's.
I know. I'm just being sarcastic. I know it's more than that. I'm just being stupid. I'm just trying to, special, doing that whole special deal just for you.
I saw something right before we started. Maybe you guys in the chat can explain this to me. Are there rumors about us making a trade with the Knicks for somebody? Are anything to do with the Knicks and trade partnering? But the other thing I would say is, do we want to do any trade? Do you want to do any trade, or do you want to just leave this team as is going into the season?
The only no, as I want to leave the team as is, because and then also I don't think there's a trade to be made. But also, I do want to see them. If they don't do anything to improve at the deadline, then I want to see them do something to get assets for the future. Because clearly, at this point, you've already made it clear Green's the future, Booker's the future. You've extended him. Malawach, Fleming, all the young dudes are the future. You got to decide what you're going to do with Mark Williams. He'll probably end up staying for a little bit longer. Richards will go. Osa will be here, right? So I would like for them to be able to move. We keep bringing this up, but be able to move like a Goose or a Royce for just seconds or whatever. You know what I mean? Just draft capital. Just so we can continue to either some way maneuver in the draft to keep getting young assets or whatever. That's what I want. I don't think there's a trade to be made. There's plenty of ways to improve this team. I just don't think they're out there or available. I don't think we're going to get a point guard or a power forward. That's just not going to come nilly-willy. We definitely need to develop those positions.
Also, we're not on the timeline of needing to win a title this year at all.
Well, that's no one feels that way. Which is what I'm saying. If you take those dudes, you can trade those dudes for draft assets.
That concept goes back to why I am trying not to be upset about not getting man minutes, because we have the ability to bring man along slowly. And I think he needs some bringing along. I do. Offensively. Defensively, bro, and lob catching, I think he's already there. I think he could already.
Well, you can't teach that.
No.
You can't coach or teach his size.
He's like a 7'3" Bismack Biyombo.
Yeah, and as you've kindly put in without shoes.
7'2", yeah, without shoes. I was saying with shoes, and I'm being modest because he's probably 7'4" with shoes. He's a monster. It's going to be funny to watch him stand next to Wemby. I want to see what that looks like.
Wemby's going to obviously be taller, but
right. They're saying Wemby's up to 7'5" now.
But our boy's definitely going to be thicker.
He looks so muscular, man. I'm so proud of him, bro. He wasn't a twig, so that helps. But he looks like a beefcake now. That's what I want in the paint.
Yes.
Burner says, so Nash as our point guard is a possibility. Bro, his back was hanging on by a thread at the last few seasons that he was good for the Suns. Ain't no way. It would be hilarious, though. I'd love to see him practice with him.
It would be nuts. So what you got for your next topic?
So you're a no on a trade for now.
Yeah, there's nothing out there. That's the thing. There's nothing out there that's possible that you look at that you would want.
But you could be convinced if something came available.
Yeah, if something came available, but my thing is just nothing out there available.
So my next question is the big win, the confident, comfortable beatdown we put on the Lakers in the preseason. No Luka, no LeBron. I feel like that's sort of feeding expectations and feeding the promise to fans that this team has win now ability. Did it do that to you at all? You know, did you feel like
really
after
that
that Lakers win, like,
no, it did get me excited, right? It was cool to see the team play well. I think what gave the expectations to fans, I don't think it's the fact that you beat the Lakers. I think it's just the fact that the team actually looked good and the offense looked good, and there was hustle plays that you
they
saw
beat them
made that
up
weren't
and
there
they
last
held them
year.
to like
And there was a
dog
lot of
shit
physicality,
shooting.
and there was a lot of hustle, and there was a lot of good defense on
There
that
was
game.
fast
And
pace.
you did play, and that was with your starters for 3 quarters, right? Like you played your main rotations for 3 quarters until the 4th quarter. So I think that's what's got people excited. I don't think it's the fact that it was just we beat the Lakers. I think it was just what you saw on the court, and people thought, okay, this looks different, and I can see, and then people could see the vision already of what this team could look like moving forward. I think that's what sets the expectations for a win now team. Do I think we're a win now team? Probably not. I think there's enough talent to make a push. I don't think there's enough depth as far as because of who's on the team, like the rookies and who you've signed as well. Like there's not like the best depth. Like you're gonna have Hayes Davis playing a lot of minutes. You're gonna have, that's gonna be an issue. So yeah, I just think people like what they saw more so than they have high expectations.
Now, did you purposely buy a white microphone to go with your white headphones?
Sure. I thought we could do the reverse thing.
Well, it does. It looks dope. I'm thinking that's probably why you got the white one. Knowing Sundo.
It was definitely. I wanted this microphone even before, but it definitely did not hurt the fact that it
looks clean. I'm kind of wishing I had a white one, but
no, you got the good.
I didn't even know white was available.
Well, this is not the same microphone.
It looks exactly the same.
A different brand. So,
let's see here. Yeah, as far as the Lakers win and everything, I kind of do feel like it's feeding into, but I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it has to be wrong that it's feeding our expectations and stuff. Through that first game, it is kind of different. Like I feel like with Bud and with Frank, we looked good in the preseason, right? But I felt like that was more of the fact that we had kind of a big 3 of special players that could get their shots at will, and like the other team wasn't. Like this was different. I felt like you're saying the hustle, the defense, the quick-paced offense, they were like noticeable differences to the team. They don't look like the same team. They didn't move like the same team. They moved like they were hungry, and I don't think I really was seeing that. That's not what we were praising for the Suns. We were praising the high-scoring offense. Like, oh, my God, KD, Buck,
dropping
Bale,
Dropping 40, 50 points in the first quarter was crazy. That definitely didn't hurt.
Yeah. But
also, starting off the way we did in the season 2 last year didn't help either. Like we started off 8-0?
9-2 for sure.
We thought we was going to be world beaters at that point.
That's why we can't let one game in the fucking preseason. And then we're about to play. It might get worse. We're about to play the Nets twice in China. What do you think people are going to be saying when we're sitting here 3-0 in the preseason, and we've beaten not paper tigers, like paper kittens. People are going to be hyped, bro. Too hyped. Don't you think?
Yeah, that's just our community, bro. They will
Not
be,
just Suns Valley community, all Suns fans. Not all. There will be people who keep it together. You know.
Sure. I just know that I don't have expectations. I just like what I saw from the team. And as long as they play like that all season long, win or lose, as long as we get that effort and they make it, if they give us a good brand of basketball and make it fun to watch, I'll take it. I'll take that. But my expectations, again, remain the same. Play in. That's it. And if they blow those out of the water,
sorry. Your expectations are play-in?
Yes.
So you expect the Suns to be in the play-in tournament, like the play-in portion of the playoffs.
Yeah, around that area. Yes, finishing around that area.
So they're going to get a chance to try to win the play-in and get.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
That's your expectation. That's not your. That's not what you see as their ceiling. That's what you expect to happen.
Sure, if you want to put it that way, sure.
I'm just trying to clarify.
My point is, yes, and if they outdo those expectations for me, then sure, then I'll be happy. But I'm saying play in. Like, I'm not saying they're going to do better than that. I'm saying play in. Like, that's where they're going to finish. They're going to finish 8, 9, 10, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, somewhere around there. That's what I think.
This is where I need the Vince McMahon gulp gif.
Why?
Okay? Because that's high expectations, bro.
Bro, I don't understand. Hold on, time out. I don't understand. I need you and people in the chat to tell me why that's high expectations.
Well,
when you still have Devin Booker, who should give you buckets, and you have Jaylen Green, who should give you buckets, okay? And then you have a bunch of role players around them like Dylan Brooks, who will get the job done, and you have the Royce O'Neals, and you have the Grayson Allens, and you have the Ryan Dunns. Like you have pieces. This is not a bum squad of a team. You have pieces here. You just don't have depth beyond that with your young guys. And that's what's going to hold you back. But I think your top 8 players should be able to get you in the 8th seed, the 9th seed. That should, yes, I think there's enough talent on this team with those 8 players that I just mentioned. You should get there. Let your Nigel Hayes Davises make some hustle plays. Maybe you get a rookie in there in another game to whatever. Like, but yes, I just, that's just where I'm at with it. Sorry. If you think that's too high of expectations, I don't know where, like, I don't get or understand why we're just going to pretend like Booker still isn't good or Jaylen Green isn't going to drop 20 a game. Like, you're still going to get buckets from those guys. And then if Ryan Dunn improves like we think we're going to do, and he becomes a sniper, bro, it's going to be even better. And then we have size at the center. Let's just stop. Let's just stop. Play in should be more than enough.
Let's go through the Western Conference, because this conversation, the arguments you're having are perfect. They're really, really good arguments. If we were in the East.
Stop it. Conference. I get that. We legit.
So,
I tried to do this last stream, and you were like, I don't know. Let's look at the Western Conference.
I got them pulled up. All right. Here. I'll read them.
I got them pulled up too. Let's go.
Okay.
Denver, pull up on ESPN with the standings right now, where you're looking at the Pelicans at the top. Like, get out of here.
Let's go. Oklahoma City Thunder, returning champs.
They're obviously the returning champs, number 1, right?
Golden State Warriors.
Golden State Warriors, depending on what you get.
Jimmy Butts and Steph Curry
I get
and
that.
Draymond
Jimmy Butts and Steph Curry and Draymond Green, but they're still all over 30 plus.
In their
Something can
18th
happen.
season with Steve Kerr's system.
Sure.
Well, do you think they're going to be above us? Just above us?
Sure, they'll be above us. Okay. But like,
so that's what we're looking for
here.
They're
killers. Let's not pretend like nothing can go wrong.
I ain't saying they're killers.
Right. Go ahead. But are they? Go ahead.
So that's 2.
Continue.
Houston Rockets with Kevin Durant.
Sure, we'll put Houston Rockets out there. Okay. Even they have enough talent. They're not proven yet, but we got to see it. But yes, we'll put the Rockets up there. Spurs I'll put up there as well. So that's what 1, 2, 3, 4. Nuggets obviously you got to put up there, right?
5. So that puts us at 6.
Okay. So now this is where we're getting. What do you even put at 6?
Well, if they're 5, we're 6. Yeah.
Did you mention the Timberwolves?
We did not mention the Timberwolves. Now
okay, so there's 6. Okay, there's your 6. Now, this is where it gets tricky, right? Because you already put the Spurs, Rockets, Warriors, Warriors, Wolves, Thunder, Nuggets, right? Now we're talking Clippers and Mavericks, depending on what team you get, what health you get. Pelicans, are you trusting the Pelicans? Then you have to go to the Lakers. Are you in the Lakers?
Like,
right?
I'll say, I think the Pelicans, if we're good this season, we could maybe get in front of the Pelicans on the standings.
Sure. Like, we gotta stop. Like, I understand that the West was good last year and they're good.
It's always good. It's
But but the top teams that are really good are young teams. Minus, well, I mean, the Rockets are still young. They just added KD. Spurs are going to be good because they're young. OKC's going to be good. They're young. Timberwolves are still young. Nuggets, they're kind of getting there in age, but they're still relatively young. They still have Joker.
Jamal Murray.
Mavericks. Now we're talking about Mavericks. We're talking about the health of Anthony Davis and Kyrie. Right? Pelicans, you just mentioned it. Clippers, we were talking about the health of the Clippers.
I still think
Lakers, we're talking about the health of LeBron. Now they still have Luka.
Yeah. And
like, dude, it's
and
not
the refs in their pocket.
But it's not that bad. I don't think after 6, it's that detrimental that we're not going to make we're not going to be competing for the play-in.
Do you believe that Devin Booker will likely play 82 games this season?
Do I think he'll likely play 82 games? No, because not all players in the NBA season play 82 games unless you're a Ryan Dunn or a player like that where that's just your brand. Booker's going to get some rest and Green's going to get some rest for sure.
I want to take a look here at Book and see. So last year he played 75. So 75, you go back 68, 53, 68, 67, 70. So do you think he plays 75 again like he did last year?
Yeah, I think it's possible.
And that's the third most he's ever played. Maybe he's entering a healthy phase. Let's knock on wood, baby. I hope. Oh, I hope. How do you think we fare in those games without Devin Booker?
Depends on when they sit them or when they decide. If it's the Eastern Conference team or something like that, and they decide to rest them, cool, be fine. Here's the deal. I'm not saying we're going to be better than his teams. I'm saying we're going to be competitive and we're going to be in the mix, and that's my expectation. Like, you act like I'm out here saying, oh my gosh, we're better than all these teams. No. Outside of those top 5, top 6, I expect to be competitive with the rest. And we may even take those other teams to close games.
It's not about that for me so much. It's about, I fear what happens if they don't live up to that. I want to say,
if they don't, then Matt Ishbia is either going to stay the ship and keep improving, or he's going to change again and hit the reset button. After another 3 seasons.
I don't want you or anyone else to be disappointed if the Suns don't
I won't be that disappointed as long as they play a good brand of basketball. I just said
Because,
that. But
okay.
I'm saying with that brand of basketball and the talent on this team, there's no way you should not compete with those teams that we were mentioning at the bottom. And even some of those teams at the top. You can be annoying. You can be a thorn in their side and still compete with those teams.
My expectation is that we'll be better.
Hold on. How many times did we play the Toronto Raptors or the Orlando Magic or teams that were just long, lengthy, and were physical and were annoying? And how many times did we were just like, oh my gosh, I hate playing these teams because we should kill these teams, and we're not because they are annoying and they're playing physical and they're long and they're lengthy.
But you're saying that that's going to translate into enough wins
Yes,
to get into the play.
Enough wins because you have a Devin Booker and you got those players. That's all I'm saying. And it should translate for you to be right there in the play-in. What's so wrong with saying that?
It's not that wrong. It's not bad. It's just if it doesn't happen, then they will have failed to have met your expectations.
Okay, and they failed to meet expectations. Then back to the drawing board. And then what will have happened if they didn't meet my expectations is exactly what I said. Your depth hurt you because you had a lot of investments in young players.
I could be wrong on this. Devin Booker might really be able to put it together as a point guard, and
I don't think he's going to put together the point guard. I think he's
just
going to be booked.
That's the problem. That's the problem. We're running in football terms, wildcat offense where wide receivers and running backs are the ones taking direct snaps. I don't believe in that. I don't, unless the only person I see that could actually run the point situation, that could be point center, point forward, point guard, is Oso. Oso is the one that I want making the decisions.
To make sure of something.
But I don't even think Oso's going to be starting. I don't like being this guy. The Suns taught me some serious lessons last year that even with three...
You're talking about, I know you're getting that because you want a point guard, you don't want turnovers. We averaged 13.2 turnovers a game last year. Do you know who was our leading turnover person?
Probably Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant was our leading
person
in turnover. I'm not. I'm just saying you got rid of that. Okay. Let me see what Jaylen Green's turnover rate is real quick before I start squawking off at the mouth. Let me just confirm. Jaylen Green had 2.5. Kevin Durant had 3.2. Was not the biggest drop off.
I know Book can do it. Hey, Doc.
Booker still had 2.9. Nurk had 2.3. He's gone. Beal had 2 a game. He's gone. Grey Goose had 1.2 a game. He's still here. So you did get rid of some of those turnovers on this team. That's all I'm saying. Can I convince you of that at least?
Yeah. But that doesn't mean that these new, young, inexperienced, baby faces ain't going to have their own turnover issues. As you can see by rotations,
but as you can see by the rotations of this preseason, those dudes ain't seeing the court. It's going to be your Colin Gillespies. It's going to be your Nigel Hayes-Davises. It's going to be your Dylan Brooks, your Ryan Dunns, your Royce O'Neals, your Grey Gooses, your Bookers, your Greens, your Richards, and your Mark Williams. And Oso.
Mike says Suns may have too much talent this year. Yeah, if you listen to Sundo, that's what you'd think. Okay?
Okay, I'm done with the gaslighting here because that's all Gabe is trying to do. Gabe is trying to set this up, okay? He is gaslighting and he is just trying to set this up because if I'm wrong, he's going to pull this clip up and be like,
no!
Remember what you said!
I wouldn't do that. I just am worried about the setting of expectations for the year.
Gabe, I don't understand why setting a play-in is a high expectation. That should be the lowest of the low.
Because we
for a
couldn't
player like
even
Devin
get it
Booker.
with Book and Durant last year.
Those dudes were already done with the season. They had already just checked out by the time March and April came around. Let's just not pretend that didn't happen. They were sick of Bud. They were sick of and they were sick of Bud trying to tell Bradley Beal to be Drew Holiday when he didn't want to be Drew Holiday. And they were sick of having grenades in their hands and shooting threes and everybody jacking up threes and not doing anything and not playing defense. They were done. Like, let's just not pretend like that wasn't the case. So all I'm saying is, with a new system, the way they played this preseason, but that's a sign of things to come. They will be annoying, they will be competitive, and they should be there in the play-in.
I wanted to go into this season with both of us saying, hey, man, we're going to win more games this year.
Yes, we are going to win more games this year than last year.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought 500 was our goal. Is that going to be good enough to get to the play-in? Because if that's good enough to get into the play-in, then I stand corrected. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe 500 teams are what hit the play-in. You know? In that situation, I guess I could believe that we'll be in that area, but I was just I was just focused on lesser fish to fry. I wasn't thinking we were worried about. When I hear the word playoffs, I go all Jim Mora.
Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dallas Mavericks were 10, made the play in at 39 and 43. Sacramento Kings were 40 and 42. Less than 500 teams.
Okay, well,
please.
If we don't even have to hit 500.
Good Lord. That's all I'm saying. But you're like, Sundo, you're Sundo. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're saying these things. Everything I just said was logical.
All right. I mean,
geez, you can make it with less than 500. The Grizzlies were at 48 and 34. The Warriors are at 48 and 34. So, I mean, all I'm saying is we can do better than 36 and 46 and still make the play and be number 10 in the play-on. That's all I'm saying.
I could see us. Yeah, that's the range. I could see us, like, you know.
Okay, then. Can you say that I'm fine with my expectations of wanting to just make the play-in? Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear.
Under those circumstances, it is not that bad. It is not that bad.
That's all I'm saying. You're making me sound like we're going to beat the freaking Thunder in 4. That's what you're making it sound like I'm saying. Crazy.
Yeah.
How many likes do we have?
Can't be enough for what you're giving the people, okay? Can't be enough. I don't know. Let me look here. 45, not bad. Not gonna lie. 75 watching. See if we got any more.
Speaking of which game, speaking of tomorrow's game, what if I told you? What if I told you there are betting odds on the preseason game tomorrow?
Are there really?
Yes.
All right, let me pull it.
Yes, there are, bro.
I'm gonna pull it up first, and then we can talk about it.
This is absolutely ridiculous. Your Suns.
Who do they have favored to win?
Your Suns are a 3.5 point favorite.
See what getting a win against the Lakers does for you. You start getting all kinds of national attention, and these really. Oh wait. That's I'm seeing the preseason. Click preseason. Wow. Well, I mean, I do expect us to I want us to win both of those games, bro. I want to go in there and just beat the brakes off of the Nets.
Forgive me for asking this, because this is going to show my ignorance. Who do the Nets still have on their team?
Right? No, you ain't ignorant. Who? Like, they still have Cam Thomas. They still have
right?
They went and they drafted Igor Demon.
Gary Collins, Nick Claxton still on the team, Kobe. Like, I'm just looking at the team. It's like, dude, Michael Porter Jr., that's who they signed.
Michael Porter? Yeah. I mean, does that scare you to the point that...
It doesn't scare me that much.
We should be able to ransack them in the preseason.
That's my point. 3.5 point favorite is, I feel like it's kind of very rude.
Bro, if everybody's...
your son's on FanDuel.
If everybody's playing hard, like they were versus the Lakers, we blow them out, and then everybody's like, "Oh my god, we're going undefeated."
Horsemen.
Whoops! I think the worst thing we could do is go undefeated in the preseason, because then people. I just don't want people to be upset this season, man. I want everybody to have a good time.
I think everybody is going to have a good time unless your name is Pac-Man or Iverson. I think everybody, at least in our community, the blops and the hey dots, I think everybody has the right expectations on their shoulders, which is, hey, we should be competitive. We should be there where I'm mentioning. We're not going to be world beaters. We just want to see this team compete. We want to see the young guys develop. That's it. And if we can have a good time doing it, we're fine. I think it's what everybody wants.
So here we go. We've got some odds here. Guys, you know that this season, your boys are sponsored by FanDuel. They are bringing you all of these streams. You think we'd be streaming right now if it wasn't for FanDuel? Okay? And that's why we want you guys to go check out FanDuel. No code or nothing. Just go sign up, start playing, start using FanDuel all season. We got Phoenix Suns versus the Nets this morning coming up. -3.5, like you said. You think we cover that? You think we win by more than 4?
Yes.
Stop being arrogant.
Yes,
you think we are straight up world beaters.
Dude. Yes, dude. I am there. I am there already. We win by more than 4. Sorry. I'm taking that bet.
Man.
With the way we've been playing these rotations, yes, we are winning that bet. If they're going to play our dudes through 3 quarters again, and we have Jaylen Green this time, and they're going to go hard on those rotations again, yes, we are winning by more than 3.5. I'm sorry.
I think I need to go and look at who they got real quick.
I just did it for you. You go look at that roster, bro. Do it. Do me a favor. Leave it up. Go look at the roster real quick.
Okay,
go look it up. Go look it up. All right. I'm going to go to the little SPO track so I can actually see it for real.
So they got Nick Claxton.
Okay. That didn't sound too good, did it?
I like
Claxton.
that.
Okay. Claxton's size will match our size on the bigs. So there will be that.
They got EJ Liddell, who we're still paying for some inexplicable reason.
Well, we did cut him and stretch
Michael Porter. So we got Michael Porter, Nick Claxton, Cam Thomas.
Michael Porter wasn't the Suns killer. It was always Aaron Gordon.
True. They got Danny Wolf.
Oh my gosh, the Danny Wolf.
The Danny Wolf.
Oh my gosh.
They got Terrence Man Grindhard, the original Man Grindhard.
The Man Grindhard came from the Clippers.
Yep.
I am very concerned.
on second thought, after looking at that, I think you might be right. I think we could win this
All
game
right.
easy
Thank
by
you.
10. So,
thank you.
but are you going to actually put some money down on FanDuel?
Yes, I will put some money on FanDuel. That's what y'all need to do too. Get in there, make an account.
I think I'm going to do that.
Make an account. Put a good spot on the Suns, dude. This is definitely a bet that I'm taking. There's no 3.5 is just easy. You won't find a better bet, I think, the entire NBA season for your Suns than right here. That's just my opinion.
I mean, I ain't gonna put 100 down, but because I'm broke.
And then also, let's not forget, if you are a little, weary about it, there is live betting. They do change their odds throughout the game.
So you can double down and throw more money down.
Can double down. So there's always that. Okay,
well,
for you on FanDuel. And we want to thank FanDuel again for helping us out for the entire season. FanDuel.
This guy's going to get FanDuel tatted on his forehead. I'm going to get it tatted
on my lips. They get the lip tattoo of FanDuel. Okay. That's what I'm doing.
They might drop us if you do that. Last topic.
Why would they do that?
Last topic.
All right.
One thing Book talked about was his eagerness to get this season going. He's kind of antsy.
He should be.
Not a direct quote, but it seems like he's saying like he wants to get the bad taste of last season out of him.
Yeah. I mean, he should. He should want to. He should want to.
And
I appreciate him saying that.
Right. It's nice to hear. It's relatable. And he says he's eager to get to be a leader and have a real leadership role this season. I feel like I'm very happy about that. Because don't you kind of feel like, here you go, getting me talk about Kevin Durant. But don't you feel like...
You see the smirk on my face?
He kind of...
smirk on my face?
Took like a little backseat and took an attitude of like, we don't need a leader. We got leaders. Bud's the leader, whatever. And now it's like... And for so many years, he was so young that it was like he wasn't really in much of a position to be a leader.
Then he had CP3 that showed up, and he kind of let CP3 take the reins as leader. And then, yeah. Listen, I've been said this. And everybody said, Sunder, why you crazy? Why you such a KD hater? No. Sorry, I just saw in my eyes, my bad. I've been said this. And so for Booker to say that is almost like, confirmation bias a little bit. And then also like, yeah, I'm glad you can confirm that because dude, yeah, this is your team. It should have been your team the whole time, even with KD here. And I'm sure he tried to really take some responsibilities, but KD's just so relaxed. KD's just like, hey bro, whatever, just chill. Right. So
blaming
I'm glad
KD
to hear that. Sorry
for lack of leadership.
Look, man,
you know what you haven't.
I love Kevin Durant as a player, as a talent. He was great on this team. He did his job, but bro is super relaxed. That's all I'm gonna say.
Remind me of Stephen A. Smith. Okay, we got Sundo A. Smith and Gabeson Whitlock on the same show. What a treat for everyone. Mike says you should keep a running total bet on FanDuel this season. Just bet $5 each game. See who has the most at the end of the season. That would be fun. That's a great idea. Inferno wants us to look at Discord. Is that what you're looking at? At least KD is nonchalant and great. You know who's nonchalant and ass? DeAndre Ayton. The Lakers are Lakers fans hate his guts 2 games into the preseason, bro. They're done with him. They asked him today.
Are they saying buying him?
At least Bynum had a run with them before he stopped caring. But I heard someone asked him either today or yesterday, hey, have you worked out with LeBron or Luka? He goes, no, I haven't. I just love little jab questions like that, little setup questions. Hey, have you worked out with Luka and LeBron? No. Why? How could he not be working? How could he? We're not going to talk about Ayton for long, but how could he not be talking about, or how could he not be working with Luka? You have one job, bro. Get on the right page here with Luka. Revive your career. You haven't worked out with him. There ain't no planes available to go to Slovenia. Bro, it's destined to fail over there.
Bro's just lazy, bro. He got his money, he got his contract, and that's all she wrote.
Is it lazy or is it
complacency? It's complacency. That's the word you're looking for.
I'm looking for.
It's complacency. Got his contract, and he got complacent.
I'm looking for a different word.
Okay, what word are you looking for?
It's mean. The mean word.
All right.
Low IQ.
Phrase, not a word, but okay.
2 words. Low IQ. If you have a high IQ, you wouldn't do half of the things he's done. Okay? If you had high IQ, you'd be able to get out of your house when there's ice outside, when every teammate you got was able to get out of their house. He just seems childish. Maybe immature is the word I'm really looking for. Immature. Starkly immature. A multi-million-dollar child is what I see from his actions. Having pictures come out with you and a corn star when you're married, wild.
I didn't see that.
Being known for playing more 2K than you do real basketball. You know, she was thick. I'm not saying she wasn't thick. There were good jiggle physics, I can imagine. You know? By the way, anybody in the chat? 6'7", anyone? Anyone? No? All right. I tried. Yeah, Vinny agrees with me. I hate to be a dick, and he's been.
I
gone
forgot about this video, bro. And what is going on here? Oh, so long ago. He was still on the team when that happened too.
Mm-hmm. He was out in the Bahamas, living life.
Bro, he was out in the Bahamas, all right.
Stop it, Burner. That's not the point, Burner. Okay. What's the over-under on Burner being at the stream in a few hours? Or in 12 hours?
That's a really good question. Will he still be awake?
Maybe. But
I don't know.
I can imagine no one is going to be here. Is anyone playing that? That's a poll. That's a poll that needs to be polled. All right. Please do not lie to us. We get it. Who the hell wouldn't be asleep during this game? You be awake watching the stream /game. Please, if you're going to sleep, let us know. We just want an accurate reading here. Alex said he'll try to watch at work. I'm not even going to vote because I don't want to skew it. Damn, you're going to be awake that early, Alex? That's crazy. I guess some people got morning jobs.
That's a working man right there, bro.
Working, hard working. Man
Something
out.
you don't know anything about.
Cleveland. No, I don't. We got 71%. Maybe this, what is this? Five.
Only 14 votes.
Not bad for 14.
So 10 of you are going to show up.
Yeah, hey Don, it's like it's that's probably what it is. Basketball is just not a priority. Some of these players just love the lifestyle they get from playing. That's crazy, man. It's sad. Because they have so much potential. Aiton has so much potential. You just can't stop.
What's the over under on Sundo not working this stream? Sundo will be up because Sundo will have already been awake. This is prime time Sundo time, 7 a.m. I'm wide awake and happy to go already at 7 a.m.
Bright-eyed and
so I will be
bushy-tailed.
there. Yes, that is prime time for Sundo. The kids will be 15 minutes out the door, and I will have my coffee in hand ready to go. Okay. It's Gabe that you got to worry about because Gabe will show up late.
That's why I'm going to try to get up early and edit some videos, you know. Benny says, I'll be awake regardless. I'll watch anything Suns. That's how I would be, you know. So it's...
If it wasn't that's how I'd be if it was a regular season game or a playoff game. I don't know about a preseason game.
I'm going to pull up playback music. So
playback music.
If anybody's having what channel is it going to be on?
NBA TV.
Okay, so it'll be widely visible for everybody. Perfect. Of course, if you guys want to watch it,
but what announcers do we get? That's what I want to know on NBA TV. What announcing teams?
I mean, what if the whole thing's in Chinese? That'd be dope,
bro. I would. That would be so. We didn't even for real have to call the game ourselves.
AZ Family. There's gonna be an AZ Family broadcast of it.
Good.
So we'll get
good. I wonder how Eddie and Kevin are going to be doing it. They got to go over there all the way to China. Like, that's going to go for them,
right?
Lindo, how do you take your coffee? Really, bro, it doesn't matter to me. I'll go black. If you want to make me a girly coffee, I'll drink the girly coffee. I don't care. I really don't. Most of the time, we have, you know, either French vanilla or whatever. Put that in there, the Keurig, put some creamer in there. That's about it. That's usually how I go. If I'm feeling really exotic, I throw a chai bag in there and go dirty chai, right? Like, you know, it just depends on the day.
Funny he asked that because I was wondering, are you going to have it cold or hot?
It'll definitely be hot because
what a working man does. 74% say they'll be there. Maybe we'll get some early birds, you know? You going to be in full pajamas?
No, I'll probably wearing a different shirt. That's it. Or maybe I'll wear the same shirt. I don't care. You know? Early.
He's not here for your guys' male gaze. All right? Man. We'll try our hand at some Mandarin. Maybe we learn some phrases in Mandarin.
I will not do that because I will butcher it.
It'd be funnier that way.
Go to Google Translate. What phrases should we learn?
Well, we already know ni hao.
Ni hao, fine shit.
So when they show a girl in the crowd, we'll say ni hao, fine shit. You know? Anywho, man. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. We just wanted to... We want to do more consistent non-game podcasts.
God, there's no way. I just looked this up, bro. Ain't no way.
No.
Devin Booker is doing Booker. That's a Devin Booker MVP, and there's no way I'm pronouncing this. Yeah, I ain't doing that. I ain't learning no man phrases that quick. I'll tell you that right now. Can we get some angry? Nope, because this is
If it
not
was in
a
Japan,
Japanese thing. Well, yeah, but this is absolutely. We will not disrespect the. We
no.
will not disrespect the fine people over there in China. Okay, we will not do that.
Xi Jinping wouldn't be happy.
Correct.
And if there's one government we serve, it's the Chinese Communist Party.
We love Yao Ming too much.
Way too
to disrespect
much.
It is what it is.
So,
but Rudy Hachimura-san, I sure
why
wish
can't they play in Japan?
I know, well,
because
Japan's not a big basketball country. Okay, if it was baseball, it's a different thing.
We will be on playback, Shane. Oh, man. This is going to be funny, bro. And it's not just one. It's going to be even earlier on Sunday.
Dude, Sunday is even earlier. It'll be 7. Sunday is 4 a.m. Valley time and 6 a.m. our time. And let me tell you, I will be able to show up to that for like an hour because I can be on there and get ready for church at the same time. And then leave.
Crazy. But we're gonna miss the last one versus the Lakers, right? Because we'll both be in.
Yeah, we'll both be
Corvallis.
We'll both be in the Corvallis area.
Burner, maybe come hang out. We're gonna be in Corvallis, Oregon.
Corvallis area, bro.
We're gonna be right around Oregon State Beavers University, if that's what you're interested in. And we should definitely go live in Corvallis from a phone, right? I think we're going to do it. End of the stream, what do we want to do, man? What are we going to do? What day do you get there? I get there Sunday.
Okay, so I'm probably going to get there Monday.
Okay. That's cool because I get in Sunday night.
Probably either get there Monday morning or Monday evening, depending on how things spin out.
Okay.
And out.
But what do we want to do? Eat, of course.
Obviously, we're going to eat. So you need to take me to a bomb place first, okay? I told Mrs. Sunday we might go to a bookstore. I don't know. I was like, let's go to the zoo. She's like, I don't want to go to the zoo because blah, blah, blah. So we need to do that. Just take me to the good local coffee shops and foods. Hang out with Gary. Take a picture so everybody knows that I am 5'5" and 5'6", like I say I am, and so they can see how short I actually am.
Gonna be good.
In my American flag Sundo shirt.
Got to bring the Bucky shirt. Yeah, I'll take you to the local Sizzler. You know? No, Lordy was telling me something about a restaurant that we should go to down at Exarban, downtown. I can't remember what he was saying, but
you let me know. I know that all I know is that our place that we're staying is basically downtown. So we'll be there.
Okay.
Because I know it's close to the venue that we're gonna be.
Ooh, it's a downtown venue.
Yeah, wherever that venue is.
Yes, Mac Mall, we are on our way to Corvallis. Okay? So everybody, mainly Burner, buy your flight for that side of the country. Okay? Alex says, can you play some one-on-one? That would be funny. And we could actually make that happen. We could go to Lifetime Fitness.
We're gonna attempt to make it happen, and I'm gonna not do anything.
If you're able to get away, or maybe I don't know. What is she gonna want to stay at she's not gonna want to stay at the hotel while you do anything.
she'll just chill. He'll be around.
We're gonna go to Gary's for some Gary Wisers.
I want to go to Gary's in his gated community. By the way, that's his new name. His new name is Gated Community Gary. Okay, from here on out. Gated Community Gary. No longer Spurs fan Gary. Gated. He is Gated Community Gary, baby.
Burner wants us to have a Hell in the Cell match behind the Sizzler. He says Burner says son are gonna wear steel-toed boots for a basketball game. Likely. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Be a nice little vacay. I'm sure you and Mrs. Sundo need a little vacay. Who's staying with the kids? Or are they going to the grandparents?
Grandparents.
Well done. Lamborghini Gary. You get to see all of
his
Lambos.
Lamborghini Gary for sure.
All right, man. You got anything else you want to close this out with?
Oh, man, no. Just closing it out. We want to thank FanDuel for being a part of the show, being a part of our season,
lives.
Man. We really do appreciate our lives, all that FanDuel. And you guys need to go over the FanDuel and take on that bet for tomorrow's game at 3.5 because it was easy money, bro. I promise you. Now watch us lose by 20, and then y'all are gonna be real mad at me.
Burner bets his house because he trusts you that much.
Man, that'd be hilarious.
Or should I say his grandma's house that he lives in?
Horseman.
All right. So what do we do for
G-Wagon Gary?
What do we do for a pregame? We can't say Suns win. How about this? Ni hao! Ni hao!
Ni hao! See you in 10 hours.
Ni hao, fine shits.